Here I'm going to just talk through how I selected a pair for one of the situations. So I chose the situation Jackson's age is double Susan's age increased by 7. Jackson is 29. So looking at that, I have, first of all, a knowledge of the fact that all of my numbers that appear in that situation also appear in the algebraic equation that I've chosen. So Jackson is 29. Well, that's the answer. And so I have the 29 appearing on my right side then of the equation here, and it says Susan's age is double, or Jackson's age is double Susan's age. So Susan's age is represented by X, and it needs to be doubled, and it needs to be increased by 7. So I know that the one I've selected is the correct match. It's got all the right numbers, it does all the right things to X, and so it works out. So the other part of this is that I need to um, solve now for what is X. So we don't know Susan's age. We're going to find out how old Susan is. So let's just bring this down here and we'll talk a little bit about how I'm going to solve for X in this particular case. So I need to isolate X on its own. So let's get rid of this addition of 7 first, because that's my easiest thing to get rid of. So in order to get rid of an addition of 7 on this side, I'm going to take away 7, which means I also need to take away 7 on the other side. So if I take away 7 on one side, adding 7 and taking away 7 means these two are just going to cancel out. And what I'm left with is 2x equals 22, because 29 minus 7 is 22. Then I'm going to go a step further and I'm going to try and get rid of this multiply x by 2. And the way I'm going to get rid of that is to do the opposite of multiplication, which is division. So I'm going to divide by 2, which means I need to do the same thing on both sides. So if I am dividing by 2, I now have multiply x by 2 and divide it by 2, so that's going to cancel out. And I'm left with just x on its own. And then I've got 22 divided by 2 on the other side, and that is 11. So that is how I know that Susan's age, which is x, must be 11.